gorgeous night here in Washington, D.C., and we're set for the Cubs and the Nationals, Game 2 of a 3-game series here on ABC 7. Welcome to Cubs Baseball. Along with Jim Deshaies, I'm Len Casper. The Cubs lost the opener last night. They'll turn to John Lackey tonight. Let's check out the perfect pitch brought to you by Blue Moon.
Well, the perfect pitch for John Lackey last time out, probably his curveball, but you know what? He had a lot of hop on his fastball. You see him throw one by the left-handed hitter there. 8 strikeouts for Lackey in that effort against Philadelphia.
Blue Moon artfully brewed with Valencia orange peel and a touch of coriander. Something's brewing, and that will bring us into our Honda's starting pitching matchup. It's been a tough go for Gio Gonzalez here lately.
He's lost his last 4 decisions in his career against the Cubs. He's 3-2 with a 3.10 ERA. The Cubs knocked him around pretty good in his start at Wrigley. John Lackey has been smoking. 3-0 over his last 3 starts. He's only allowed 1 run in those 3 ball games.
Cubs 4-3 on the road trip. The Nationals are surging. They've won 4 in a row. They lead the National League East. Lineups at first pitch are next. Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC 7 is being brought to you by Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing. By Keller Graduate School of Management, learn loud. By State Farm, talk to an agent today at 800 State Farm. By Honda, start something special with a great deal on a Honda, now at your Honda dealer. And by Southwest, transparency, low fares, nothing to hide.
Every diamond is unique. Like a new relationship, it starts out raw. But after time, hard work and polishing, it becomes something to be treasured. Every diamond has a story. Let the diamond experts at Necker's Jewelers help make this one yours.
Hannah Murphy's master's degree from Western Illinois University is literally worldwide.
The valuable skills I gained at Western prepared me for a cross-cultural career in Ethiopia and beyond.
Hannah's WIU experiences have helped her grow into an outstanding education professional.
Western set the foundation for my around-the-world adventure.
Think purple, think global success, think Western Illinois University.
Best brew in the Quad Cities is at Blue Cat Brew Pub. Enjoy award-winning brews like the Finnegan's Irish Stout with fantastic meals. Have you been there today?
Hi, how can I help you?
Hi, we're on the adventure of a lifetime, and we need something that can keep up.
Well, the RAV4 is tech-savvy, has an NHTSA 5-star overall safety rating, and plenty of cargo space for your gear so you'll be ready for anything. Now, what kind of adventure are we talking about?
You're looking at him.
Aw, double trouble.
Lease a new 2016 RAV4 with 0 due at signing and 0 first month's payment. Or get 0% APR for 60 months on RAV4. Toyota. Let's go places.
Do not get distracted by anything you see along the way.
What are we going to see?
Everything.
There's war between us.
It is now.
Pretty messed up.
This is ground zero for pretty messed up.
After the Cubs game, tonight at 9 on the Quad Cities CW.
Like a diamond, the story of your love is timeless. This isn't just a diamond for her. This diamond is for generations to come. When they look down, they'll be reminded of the love story that started it all. Let us help you tell your story. Necker's Jewelers. Give to the one you love.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC 7 is being brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. By your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Visit buyhyundai.com. By Lakeside Bank, celebrating 50 years of financial strength. Lakeside Bank, it's about time. By new BP gasoline with Invigorate, our best fuel ever. And by the Bob LaCourcio Auto Group. You're going to like buying a car this way. Today's HD broadcast is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. Let's check out JD's Mercedes-Benz keys to the game.
Hey, let's do a big night for Fowler. Well, Dexter has been in a pretty good funk for a while here, hitting $188 over the last 2 weeks, 3 out of his last 26. That's the bad news. The good news, he's been really good against Gio Gonzalez, tonight's starter. He's 8 out of 17 against him. That's a .471 batting average. Has a home run. Controlled the running game. Nationals stole 3 bases last night. Got to keep an eye on that. And a little sloppy with the D here lately. 4 errors 2 days ago, 2 errors in the ball game last night.
Now the Cubs Southwest Airlines starting lineup, 16 strikeouts, and 11 of those against the starter Max Scherzer. Fowler, Hayward, and Bryant 1 through 3. Rizzo, Zobrist, Baez 4 through 6. Russell, Ross, and Lackey 7, 8, 9.
Take a look at the Nationals defense, brought to you by Comcast Business. This is a good group. They've committed just 23 errors. That's the fewest in Major League Baseball. Worth, Revere, Harper cover the expansive outfield here. Rendon, Espinosa, Murphy, and Zimmerman on the infield. Jose Lobaton is the more or less the personal catcher for Gio Gonzalez. The veteran left-hander is making his 13th start. He was good last time against the White Sox in a losing effort. 7 innings, allowed 3 runs, but had a pretty rough go for him of late. Overall, 3-5 with an ERA of 3.93. Fastball, curve change, curveball can be a real weapon for him.
Weather at first pitch brought to you by Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. For all the right reasons, call 866-4Seasons. Again, just a splendid night for baseball. 79 degrees. Dale Scott, the crew chief, works home plate. Bob Davidson's at first. Lance Barrett at second. And Dan Iasonia over at third. Another big crowd gathering. Fans are streaming through the turnstiles.
They are.
And it is the switch hitting Dexter Fowler. And we are underway. Fastball from Gonzalez misses for ball 1.
Dexter with 3 hits in the first game of this road trip and only 3 since then.
That's a strike on the inside.
Still overall putting up very good numbers. There's Max Scherzer. He was going to shut down anybody last night. Man, was he good.
He was perfect into the 6th inning. He struck out 9 of the first 10 he faced. 7 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. Didn't walk anybody. That will get way out of play. Scherzer improved to 8 and 4. And one guy who got him was Addison Russell. Took a 3-2 pitch into the seats and left. And at the time, it tied the game. Another 2-2. Curveball is rolled into right. Took the Cubs into the 6th before their first hit last night, but 1 batter in. They are on the hit board. Time for the Keller Graduate School of Management leaders of the game.
The Cubs really got to Scherzer in his start at Wrigley Field. They had 4 home runs off of him. It was Mad Max out there last night, man. From the first pitch of the game, he was dialed in. Explosive stuff, and really overmatched the Cub hitters. And that's what he's capable of. He struck out 20 in a ball game earlier this year. Had a couple of no-hitters last season. I guess the one surprise is that he only ended up with 11 strikeouts. Looked like he was on his way to 15 or 16.
Hayward's had a nice trip, 0 for 4 last night, but hitting .321 so far in this NL East road trip. Short lead by Fowler. Ground ball, could be 2. Murphy, Espinosa, Zimmerman safe at first on a tight play. And we'll see if the Nationals want another look at it.
Boy, as sharply as this ball was hit, I thought for sure it would be a double play. Murphy has to spin all the way around to make that feed to Espinosa at short. Very close at first base. Nationals contemplating a challenge.
Dusty's still waiting. As I think Chris Spire is on the phone with the video room. I'm with you. That was a nice job by Hayward.
Yeah, they're going to challenge
to get down the line, but was he in fact safe? And we will find out. And this manager's challenge is brought to you by Subaru. Love, it's what makes a Subaru a Subaru. All on the field was safe. And,
out.
Yep, they're going to reverse the call, and it has been made. It is a 4-6-3 double play. Dusty will maintain his challenge. Base is empty, and it'll bring up Chris Bryant. One ball, no strikes. Changeup missed. Gonzalez is from South Florida. Born in Hialeah, that's in the Miami area.
They have a racetrack there.
Yeah.
Horse race, yeah. We had a tablecloth when I was a kid that my parents got on vacation and had all these little things on. There was a little horse thing, Hialeah, Florida.
Nice. Outside. 3-1 the count. Rizzo on deck. Just underway. Cubs swept the Nationals in a 4-gamer at Wrigley in May. Washington winning last night. The end of the bat out into right center. Harper makes a catch, and the Nationals are coming up against John Lackey.
Iowa summers are perfect for outdoor family fun, and the Des Moines area has a wealth of events and activities that can keep the most active families busy from morning till night. Make plans today to visit Des Moines, and be sure to include a visit to Adventureland Resort, including Adventureland Park, Adventure Bay Water Park, and Adventureland Inn. Come share the fun with family and friends and make the memories of a lifetime this summer at Adventureland.
The best part of summer is taking my family to Modern Woodman Park. My mom coaches baseball, and when she gets tired, I'll let her ride cool rides, like the spinning bumper cars and the new swinging pirate ship. I love the Ferris wheel, and my brother Kate loves the drop and twist, and the new game room.
But Dylan, what about Daddy?
You can come too, Daddy, but there's no ties in baseball.
The River Bandits at Modern Woodman Park.
Where the fun never stops.
Some things are simply impossible to ignore. The strikingly designed Lexus NX Turbo and Hybrid, the SUV that dares to go beyond utility. Lease the 2016 NX Turbo for $329 a month for 36 months. See your Lexus dealer.
Come hang out, grab some food, and catch a game on one of our 15 flat-screen TVs in a family-friendly environment. Gunty's Rock Island has a wide selection of craft beers and food options, including the best pizza in town, giant tenderloin, a great hamburger, half-pound prime rib sandwich, and a lunch buffet Monday through Friday from 11 to 1:30. You're sure to find something to satisfy your appetite. We're open 7 days a week, including delivery, so find out what you've been missing. Stop by Gunty's Rock Island or Davenport today, and look for our daily specials on Facebook.
Welcome to Gunty's.
Nationals lead the National League in home runs with 87. I mean, the league is named after them. What's up with that? And here's their ESPN 1000 Starting lineup: Revere, Worth, and Harper in the first. If anybody reaches Murphy, will get a shot. He leads the majors in batting average. Zimmerman, Rendon, Espinoza, who's been hot with the home run here as of late. Jose Lobaton is a personal catcher for Gonzalez.
Big John Lackey is taking the mound for the as a starting pitcher for the 400th time in his career. Only 2 other active pitchers have done that: Bartolo Colon, CC Sabathia.
There's strike called on Ben Revere. 2 hits, reached on an error, stole 2 bases last night. He fouls out of play, 0-2. I thought the sequence in his last start with Odubel Herrera summed up John Lackey's season to this point, and maybe his career. They were not quite in sync. I think Herrera stepped out after Lackey waited a little longer to get the signs. John kind of stared him down. They had a moment, and then Herrera was done. Flailed at a couple of pitches, struck out. You could tell that little exchange got to him, and Lackey really upset.
Yeah, David Ross bouncing out of there, getting ready to throw that ball around the horn.
So here we go. The edge has arrived. That's a perfect pitch. Our Xfinity pitch track showed you that. So Dale Scott and David Ross chat. Two softly lined and picked by Addison.
Career start, 7-2 this year with a 2.63 ERA. That's good for 10th best in the National League. League batting just 203 against him.
And Jason Worth asks for time. Now Lackey will rub up the baseball. So yeah, so that at bat, John he's able to have those things where, get a little upset, but then he snaps right back into game mode. And not every player is able to do that. He will let his emotions get away for a second, but some of it might even be by design.
Yeah, I think if it's not by design, it's some guys just kind of let that energy flow. I remember talking to Larry Dierker, who had a great career as a pitcher, and Dirk said there were times when he'd leave the bullpen not feeling at his best, didn't have that adrenaline flowing, didn't feel like he was ready to compete. And this was a little extreme, but he would actually spike himself as he made the walk from the bullpen to the dugout. He would take a spike and scrape it across his ankle just to get that adrenaline flowing.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Worth fans, and it'll bring up Harper.
A lot of times for a pitcher, what gets the adrenaline flowing is runners on second and third, 1 run in and nobody out in the first inning, and then all of a sudden it kicks in. But sometimes that's too late. That's the one thing we've noticed about John Lackey. He's very good from pitch number 1.
Harper 1 out of 5 last night, and in the air left field, Bryant with a dive and a catch. So the 2 kids from Las Vegas each retiring each other as Bryant flied to right in the top of the first, and then Bryant leaves his feet to get Harper in the bottom of the first.
Introducing the grilled ham and cheese thick burger. It's a burger inside a grilled ham and cheese sandwich. Only at Hardee's.
Feel the need for speed? Take the iWireless 4G LTE test drive. Get 2 free weeks of the fastest network in Iowa with no obligation. Then get 30 days of nationwide unlimited 4G LTE data, talk, and text for just $50. Family of 4 is only $120. Visit an iWireless store today to start your free test drive.
family of crossovers with intuitive all-wheel drive. See driving in a more confident light. For a limited time, lease Rogue just $189 per month or get 0% financing for up to 60 months. Take on Mother Nature. Shop ChooseNissan.com.
Go all out, make Dad's Day. Right now, buy one, get one free on most suits and more. Non-iron shirts are 3 for $99.99. Designer denim is 2 for $100, and other great gifts are just $29.99. Men's Warehouse. Rise to the occasion.
Best brew in the Quad Cities is at Blue Cat Brew Pub. Enjoy award-winning brews like the Finnegan's Irish Stout with fantastic meals. Have you been there today?
Introducing the grilled ham and cheese thick burger. It's a burger inside a grilled ham and cheese sandwich. Only at Hardee's.
Hey, Cub fans, check out the Cubs blog on abc7.com. Brought to you by Jeff Vukovich, your local nationwide agent, serving the area for 38 years. To join the nation, contact Jeff at jeffvuk.com. Nationwide is on your side. Anthony Rizzo bounces foul into the Nationals dugout. 10-game hitting streak, a season high, and it's the longest active streak in the National League.
Doubled into a left center in the ball game last night. One of the Cubs' 2 hits. He has not had success against Gio Gonzalez. Anthony just 2 out of 17 against him. It's tough on lefties. They're batting just .204 against him. He has not allowed a home run to a left-handed batter this year. Works from the third base side of the rubber and then kind of throws across his body. Has that sweeping breaking ball.
Zobrist and Baez will follow. Called strike 3 on the curve.
The Cubs are the hottest ticket in town, so let's go. Your best option for future games is Monday through Thursday. Very limited availability on weekends throughout the summer months. Don't wait. Plan now. Visit Cubs.com. It's a capital idea. That wasn't on the read. I threw that in there myself.
That's good.
Yeah.
Like you did with the hop on the wacky fastball.
Yeah.
Zobrist 0 for 3 last night.
So, Gomez Adams. Remember Gomez Adams, the Adams family?
Yeah.
It's a capital idea. See what else. My good man.
That's good, yeah. 1-1. When's the last time you watched that show?
It's been quite a while.
I was going to say. I'd say I've seen it in the last 28 years. There's a bouncer to Rendon at third. Swing it to Zimmerman. With 2 outs, it'll bring up the third baseman, Javier Baez, who's hit 3 homers and knocked in a dozen over his last 10 games. Still just 23 years old. He's played all over the infield and left field as well. Most of his action has come at third. Going in. He fouled it back. There's Mike Maddox, a respected pitching coach. Swing and a miss. Curveball good for Gonzalez. Got a couple of strikeouts on it. Looking for Rizzo, swinging for Baez.
Every diamond is unique. Like a new relationship, it starts out raw. But after time, hard work and polishing, it becomes something to be treasured. Every diamond has a story. Let the diamond experts at Necker's Jewelers help make this one yours.
Just a game.
I don't think so! We've got what you want when you want it. All the hottest stuff, the latest video games. We're the place to go, cause you know we've got it. So come on in, let's get ready to play.
We carry video games, systems, Blu-ray movies, and now buy, sell, and trade smartphones, tablets, smartwatches, and iPods. Right now, get a 25% trade-in bonus on your retro video games, systems, and accessories like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and more.
Video games, etc. Just a game.
I don't think so!
You really feel like when you walk through the door that everything that's going on in the outside world that's bugging you, you can just leave it behind when you're here.
It gives us the opportunity to reconnect with each other. We're away from children. We're away from everyday stresses of life. It gives us a chance to have like a mini resort somewhere close. I was blown away. It was incredible. It was amazing. This is the perfect getaway.
Discover special offers at Sybaris.com.
Hey, what are you doing at home? Gather your friends and head to the Circle Tap on West Locust Street. See the game and enjoy a wonderful meal, famous for our ribs, from a quarter to a full rack with fries served alongside. Delicious burger baskets, chicken and bacon ranch wraps, as well as cold drinks and spirits, all at great prices. Plus, enjoy the Circle's great outdoor patio area with a cool and shaded bar. There's live music often featured. So head on over to the Circle Tap, West Locust Street, Davenport.
Like a diamond, the story of your love is timeless. This isn't just a diamond for her. This diamond is for generations to come. When they look down, they'll be reminded of the love story that started it all. Let us help you tell your story. Necker's Jewelers. Give to the one you love.
Tonight's Cubs historic moment is brought to you by State Farm. In this very ballpark, back on July 7th, 2011, the Cubs came back from an 8-0 deficit to win the ball game 10-9. Sean Marshall got the win. In relief, Carlos Marmol notched his 18th save. He saw Darwin Barney, Carlos Pena, Blake DeWitt, Tony Campana. It wasn't that long ago. Only 5 seasons ago. Daniel Murphy, 1-1.
The comeback the White Sox pulled off in their ball game last night.
You are correct. They were down 7-0 early and won 10-9 in 12 innings. Hard on the ground, scooped by Ben Zobrist, and he makes the play. The Cubs defensively, we've been talking about how great they've been to start the season. But the last 4 days, they have committed 25% of their errors this season. They've got 40 on the year, and 10 have come in the last 4 games.
Yeah, it's been a little sloppy here of late. Had that 4-error game in Atlanta. It didn't hurt them because they scored a bunch of runs.
Zimmerman fouls out of play. Do you believe in defensive slumps?
No. Not defensive team slumps. I could see where a player would get into a little bit of a rut. Because it like hitting it can become a mental thing.
Right. Yep. Zimmerman stands about as far off the plate as about any hitter around. That's a strike.
Yeah, so, he dives a little bit to cover the outside part of the plate. That pitch down around the knees out there, he's not going to be able to do a whole lot with it. But outer third and up is a pitch he really hammers. He has good power to straightaway center field.
Swing and a miss. And a slider.
Yeah, he just got abused here by John Lackey. John Lackey's strikeout rate is way up this year over last year and well above his career average, and that normally doesn't happen for 37-year-old pitchers. And the big reason why one of the big reasons why is that slide ball right there. That has been a big swing and miss pitch for him.
Two outs. Here's the third baseman, Rendon. The fastball misses wide. .400th career start for John Lackey. Third most among active pitchers. Bartolo Colon, CC Sabathia. The only two who've made more. He faced the Expos in 2003 when he was a member of the Angels. Speaking of the Expos, the Nationals' 40-24 start is tied for the best 64-game start in franchise history, tying the 79-94 Montreal Expos.
'94 Expos, that was that great team that their season was cut short due to the strike.
Can you believe that? Work stoppage ultimately killed baseball. Took another decade before they left Montreal, but that kind of killed the franchise. He thought he had him. 3-2.
A lot of work down. Then he tries to sneak one by him upstairs. Rendon lays off. Lackey doesn't get the call.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and the inning is over. Lackey has fanned 3 and has retired all 6 he's faced. Scoreless early from D.C.
No matter the event or occasion, we've got the designers to help you perfect the look.
In Wisconsin, and if they want, they can bring their people too.
Hi, this is Travis Sherman, General Manager of Jeff's Car Corner, reminding you to look for our logo. Jeff's Car Corner is your 6-time QC Times Reader's Choice Award winner for Best Used Car Dealership. We don't have 1,600 cars. We don't have half-off cars. What we do have is the right car for you at the right price. Low overhead, great prices, and award-winning service makes Jeff's Car Corner the perfect choice for your next vehicle. Same owner, same corner for nearly 40 years. Jeff's Car Corner at the corner of 4th and Division in Davenport.
Backed by popular demand, we'll take anything in trade. Right now at Key Auto Mall in Moline. 2016 Ram 1500s are discounted $7,000 and get 0% for 84 months. During the Drive and Discover event, choose Jeep Patriot or Renegade for just $299 a month. These Jeep Cherokees are discounted $6,000. Or choose Dodge Journey or Grand Caravan for only $279 a month. If it doesn't eat or drink, bring it in. We'll trade for anything right now at Key Auto Mall in Moline.
They built an empire on a single color.
I'm big and yellow and I'm serving yellow.
The Simpsons.
Weeknight on the Quad Cities CW.
Give Dad what he really wants this Father's Day. Barbecue from Famous Dave's.
Lots of fathers and sons in the ballpark tonight. This father-son moment is brought to you by Sport Clips Haircuts. It's good to be a guy with over 85 Chicagoland locations. Find yours at sportclips.com. Addison Russell takes a fastball down the middle. So it's been the big inning. Gio Gonzalez, over his last 4 starts, all losses, has had an inning in which he's allowed at least 3 runs. So lately, when it's gone downhill, it has continued to plummet for him. Tapped back to the mound. Out. Emerson grounds out here, but last night gave Max Scherzer the best at bat Cubs saw last night.
And Max Scherzer has allowed a lot of home runs this year, most in the National League. That's been the one kind of knock on him this year. A good lengthy at bat by Russell. Got a slider up in the zone on 3-2. You talked about Gio Gonzalez in the big inning impacting him. I think that holds true for a lot of starting pitchers, but that's kind of been the story around Gonzalez for a number of years. He's had a very nice major league career. He's 94 and 71 in his career. But the reputation is that sometimes little things can kind of blossom on him, turn into big innings. Part of the reason why Jose Lobaton is kind of his personal catcher. They have a very good relationship, and they feel like Lobaton's really good at kind of keeping him centered.
0-2 to Ross. And we'll try it once again.
Gonzalez has that typical pairing of elevated fastball and sharp breaking curveball. Works one off the other, and he'll throw the changeup down and away to a right-handed hitter.
Tomorrow's starter, the 10-0 Steven Strasburg, and charting. It's something this Nationals staff does. That's old school.
I think he's got a magnadoodle. Just drawing pictures. He's probably playing Pictionary, his teammates, or Hangman or something.
Tip, strike 3. Let's take a look at how John Lackey's been painting the corners. Brought to you by Benjamin Moore. Paint like no other.
There's that sweeping breaking ball, and you got Zimmerman and Rendon. Looks like Gonzalez is making a concerted effort to up the tempo a little bit too. He used to be a fairly slow worker.
He was in take mode, 2-0, and Gonzalez gets a borderline call, 2-1. He rips one out into right center. This ball will be cut off by Revere. And Lackey is safe at first. Just got in.
That's a good hack. A little two-seamer running away from him. Very able to cut it off and hold him to a single.
John Lester looks impressed. Washington Post story earlier this season. Mike Maddox quoted about his starters charting. He says it's a learning tool. You can see tendencies on hitters just by writing it down. If you write stuff down, you retain it better. He likes his starters paying attention.
I guess.
Well, guess the question would be, if you go back to when a lot of stars charted, how trustworthy were those reports?
I never got anything out of it. When we charted it, basically the idea was so the team could collect data. What is a right-handed pitcher Strasburg going to learn from a left-handed pitcher Gonzalez? Right. About the tendencies of these Cub hitters, especially with all the data and information and video that's available. Now, I'm not saying that Mike shouldn't have him do it, and he's got his reasons, but
pulled to left. Lackey around second on his way to third. Fowler will pull into second with a double. With a two-out rally here, and it'll bring up Hayward.
We mentioned in our Mercedes keys to the game that it could be a big night for Fowler. He came in with good numbers against Gio Gonzalez in a fairly sizable sample. He had 17 at-bats against him. He was 8 out of 17, so 10 out of 19 now for Dexter against Gio Gonzalez.
Second and third. 2 outs. And a base hit. Down in front of Harper, 1 run in. Fowler scores. Hayward to second, 2-0. Didn't know that ball might hold up for Harper. Well placed by Jason Hayward. So Lackey keeping the inning alive. Sets up Fowler's double, and then the RBI hit by Hayward.
Yeah, Gio Gonzalez, after 2 quick outs, had the pitcher up there, probably mentally putting himself in the dugout, but not so fast. Single, double, and a 2 RBI single off the bat of Jason Hayward. Off a tough lefty. That's a very nice swing of the bat.
And with those first runs for the Cubs, Chicagoland's own E-Click Lending will donate $100 to the Pat Tillman Foundation, supporting military veterans and their families.
Pitchers continue to do a lot of good work with the bat.
So the Cubs have their first lead of the series. And here's Bryant. Bryant will be intentionally walked. Curious what Tanner Roark thinks of it. Kidding, I'm kidding.
It's not very competitive, Dusty.
Whatever it takes to try to win a ball game.
Check out our Hooters Hot Play of the Game, brought to you by your Chicagoland Hooters, the original wing joint. There's your slugging third baseman / left fielder making a spectacular play, taking away extra bases for Bryce Harper.
Rizzo with 2 men on and 2 in. Referenced it earlier. Rizzo really struggling against Gonzalez.
And just 194 overall against left-handed pitching this year. Couple well-placed fastballs there. Last time Anthony struck out on a curveball. Got caught looking.
One and two. Had over 37,000 here last night, and we may be at that or above it in terms of attendance tonight. Long pause before the pitch. 2-2.
Beautiful night for baseball here in the nation's capital.
Can you see us waving up in the right corner up there? Way, way, way up top.
Way up, way up.
Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt to get Gonzalez out of the inning, but a two-run single by Jason Hayward, plating Lackey and Fowler, and the Cubs lead 2-0 in the third.
Hi, how can I help you?
Hi, we're on the adventure of a lifetime, and we need something that can keep up.
Well, the RAV4 is tech-savvy, has an NHTSA 5-star overall safety rating, and plenty of cargo space for your gear so you'll be ready for anything. Now, what kind of adventure are we talking about?
You're looking at him.
Aw, double trouble.
Lease a new 2016 RAV4 with zero due at signing and zero first month's payment. Or get 0% APR for 60 months on RAV4. Toyota. Let's go places.
My name is Waymanita Leandra Hillman, and I had a laparoscopic assisted hysterectomy. I had the hardest time finding a gynecologist, you know. I just won't go to anyone. I found Dr. Marshall to be very nice, very sweet. I was referred to her by friends. The care was amazing. They take their time to listen to you. I was very comfortable with Dr. Marshall. She explained everything. People feel they have to travel just to find good health care, you know, that's right here in our area. Everything was just wonderful.
At Entertainment Expressions, we're hardcore audio experts. We sell nothing but the best.
Audio you can't live without. Clips, Martin Logan, Onkyo, Marantz, and now Paradigm. You have to come in and hear them for yourself.
And there's more. Anthem amplifiers and whole house audio systems, including outdoor speakers for your deck or patio.
Residential, commercial, and home theater. All from the most experienced electronic staff in the Quad Cities.
Great service is our obsession. At Entertainment Expressions, we are your home theater.
And audio experts.
Carissa Kuchis loves Western Illinois University.
Western lets you be who you want to be. The opportunities are unlimited, and people here really care.
Carissa has definitely made the most of her time at Western.
Advertising executive, life coach, talk show host. I'll do it all because I'm a success story. I am a Leatherneck.
Think purple, think success. Think Western Illinois University.
Let's take a look around for the State Farm neighborhood fans of the game. Two nothing, Cubs lead. Danny Espinosa against John Lackey, and a first pitch strike.
Espinosa's been on a nice run here lately. 8 home runs his last 16 ball games. About a quarter of his hits this year have been long balls.
And he bunts. And Lackey will not make a throw. First hit for the Nationals. Leadoff bunt single by Espinosa.
Playing the long game lately. Here he plays a little small ball. Well placed drag bunt. Just a little bit of hesitation here on the part of John Lackey. I think he thought David was going to make the play, but that was a heck of a bunt. I don't know that anybody was going to make a play play on that ball.
John will work from the stretch for the first time, and here's Lobaton. He's a switch hitter, and again he has caught all but one of Gio Gonzalez's starts so far this season. The main starter Wilson Ramos, he hit the game-winning home run last night, leading off the bottom of the 6th.
Lobaton doesn't bring a whole lot to the table offensively. He's a good receiver, game caller. Ramos probably going to be an all-star this year.
Lobaton played for Joe Madden, Tampa Bay. No Jake Arrieta, no John Lester in this series. No Garrett Cole in the Cubs series, although he wasn't scheduled to pitch this weekend anyway. His next start was supposed to be Thursday. He's going to the disabled list. A triceps issue. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Take a look at our Keller Graduate School of Management statistic of the game. Last 5 pitchers 37 and older, and John's one of those. Better than a strikeout per inning pitch. That's a pretty impressive company for Big Lack Daddy. Roger Clemens, and then the big unit 3 times accomplishing that feat.
And previously to all those seasons, Nolan Ryan was the other guy to do it. Gonzalez bats right-handed. He is a left-handed thrower, and he just got hit by a pitch on the right hand, it looks like, or wrist.
Yeah, the Cubs are going to take a look at the video because they think perhaps that Gonzalez tried to bunt at this ball, or at least did not pull the bat back. He was out there in a bunting position. It looked like he was okay.
Joe is talking with Dale Scott, home plate umpire and the crew chief.
Cubs got good work done, starting with John Lackey's base hit, bottom of the order here, is hit by a pitch. And the Nationals set up shop, first and second, one out. Take a look one more time.
Man, that is scary. Coming right at his grill. That is his glove hand when he's on the mound. Revere lined out in the first. A reminder, this copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. Plus, the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs. Base hit, Revere. Bases loaded for Jason Worth.
Very aggressive, throws strike 1 a high percentage of the time. Many times it's a first pitch fastball. Revere sitting on it, punches it to left.
Espinosa's at third, Gonzalez at second, Revere's at first. Swing and a miss. This will easily score the run. Oh, Hayward giving himself a chance, and it'll be cut off by Rizzo. Throw to second. Gonzalez gets back safely. So it is a sacrifice fly for Worth, and it's 2-1.
See Jason Hayward. A good running start into that catch on that high fly ball. Just a little bit offline. Espinosa was going to beat it anyway, so good idea to cut it there by Rizzo.
Lackey to Harper, and an outside corner strike. Last year's National League MVP, Bryce Harper. Three-time All-Star. Rookie of the Year, 2012. Silver Slugger last year. Led the majors in OPS. Led the National League in runs and homers.
Good discipline there, too, laying off that pitch. And that's the thing about, Harper and Bryant and all these young kids coming into Major League Baseball, 20, 22, 23 years of age, these guys. The longer they're in the league, obviously, they're going to get a better book on opposing pitchers. Become even more dangerous in all likelihood.
3-2.
That's a guy there who's expecting to be pitched cautiously to, taking a channeled 3-1 fastball.
Harper last year winning the MVP, 22 years old, the youngest unanimous NL MVP ever. First member of this franchise to win that award. That includes the Expos years. First Washington Major League player ever to win it, and that includes both old Senators franchises. So, yeah, he made history.
The former Washington Senator sitting next to us in the booth next door. Jim Todd over there doing the game for the MLB Network.
Working with some kid named Costas. I like him. He's got a future. Ball 4. And they are loaded for Murphy.
Cubs are celebrating Bud Fridays in the Budweiser bleachers all season long. This Friday, Budweiser will provide Save Ferris t-shirts. Up to the first 5,000 early arriving fans 21 and older in the Budweiser bleachers. Cubs.com/Fridays for details.
A lot of traffic here in this third inning. Murphy deep to right, caught by Hayward. And the inning is over, so Lackey limits the damage. 2-1 Cubs after 3.
Now is the time to save big with Smart Bonus Cash from Ford. Now get 0% financing for 60 months, plus an extra $1,000 Smart Bonus Cash on Edge and Explorer. Ford, America's best-selling brand with big savings. 0% financing for 60 months and an extra $1,000 Smart Bonus Cash. But supplies are limited. So hurry while selection is best and see your local Ford dealer today.
Life is a journey that often goes in directions we don't expect, but every journey happens one step at a time. Black Hawk College can help make your journey more successful with more than 140 certificate, career, and transfer options to choose from. Whether your next step is learning new skills, changing careers, or working towards a bachelor's degree, Black Hawk has the program that's right for you.
Take the next step in your journey.
Registration for summer and fall classes is going on now.
Call our advisors today or visit us online to get started. Black Hawk College was my next step. Make it yours.
Whoa. Feel the need for speed? Take the iWireless 4G LTE test drive. Get 2 free weeks of the fastest network in Iowa with no obligation. Then get 30 days of nationwide unlimited 4G LTE data, talk, and text for just $50. Family of 4 is only $120. Visit an iWireless store today to start your free test drive.
When your home needs new roofing and siding, it can be hard to find someone you trust. I know someone I trust. My dad.
At Old Town Roofing, we'll treat you just like family, too. With personal service, the best warranties, and estimates in just 48 hours. Old Town Roofing is an IKO Shield Pro Plus contractor, offering premium shingles at an affordable price. We also specialize in James Hardy siding for beauty and durability.
Become a part of the Old Town family.
At Old Town Roofing, our service is over the top.
Tonight's fourth inning is brought to you by Four Winds Casino. Escape the everyday.
Time for the Keller Graduate School of Management League leaders. Best record versus left-handed pitchers this year. Cubs are 13-5, a .722 winning percentage against southpaws. A .786 on-base plus slugging against left-handed pitching. That's the third best in the National League.
Ball one on Ben Zobrist. Cubs got 2. Nationals answered back with 1 in the third inning. Change-ups outside. It's 2-0.
Ben's swing from the right side has not looked very good of late. Well, he's in the catbird seat, 3-0, taking all the way here, no doubt.
Ball 4. Grab your cowboy hats and boots for John and Farrah Lester's Never Quit Goes Country fundraiser at Joe's Bar on Wheat Street Wednesday, July 6th. Join John and Farrah Lester, Cubs players and coaches, for a night of country music, interactive carnival games, food, and much more country fun. Tickets on sale now at Cubs.com/NVRQT. Never quit.
Do you think they'll have the squirt gun game where you squirt it in the clown's mouth, race the car up to the wall there? That's a good one. I like that one. Yeah.
Be all for it.
How about put Big John in one of those dunking booths? That'd be good. John in the dunking booth and let Farrah have a whole bucket of baseballs and she can throw them at the target.
You're loaded with ideas tonight. Fouled away. That would make a big splash if John Lester went into the dunk tank.
That would be fun. Lobatone's strength as a catcher earlier. Game calling, receiving, he gets high marks for those. Doesn't throw particularly well. Not as big of an issue with a left-handed pitcher on the mound. Ramos, the other guy, he's kind of the opposite. He's a good offensive player. He's got a big arm behind the plate, but reputation anyway is that he's not a great receiver or game caller. League average constantly for catchers is closer to 30%.
Dribbled back to the pitcher, and Gonzalez didn't even think about second.
Check out the new gold standard for forecasting Chicago weather live. Watch live Doppler 7. The maximum power, the most accurate picture, only on ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
That's big news voice. Runner at second, one out.
I always wanted to be that guy.
Batter is Addison Russell. Zobrist and Murphy saying JD's pretty good. It was fun.
Now, not to make too much out of something little, but we talk about Javi Baez this year, his strikeout rate being down. But just putting the ball in play there. Joe talks about it a lot, the ability to, he uses the phrase, move the baseball. Just put the ball in play, cut down on the strikeouts, find a way to advance a base runner.
Yeah, the idea there was to do some damage, but in lieu of that, he did get Zobrist to second.
Yeah, and Baez wasn't cutting down on his swing there to make sure he put the ball in play, but I mean, it's just, a lesson learned for a young player. Look, hey man, at least you made contact.
There it is.
Especially as you contemplate postseason, and obviously that's a long ways away, but where you're facing elite arms, you got to find a way sometimes to scratch out a run or two.
Count 2-2. Keep in mind for later on, the Cubs hope there is not a safe situation for the Nationals tonight, but Jonathan Papelbon went to the disabled list for the first time in his major league career. Right intercostal strain. That's a side issue. He was sitting in the dugout last night as Sean Kelly got the save to finish off the Cubs. Matt Belisle, missing 45 games with a right calf strain, has been activated from the DL. Ready now for 3-2. Zobrist runs toward third. Ball 4 to Russell. Stolen base, Zobrist. Cub fans, 5 Cubs are leading the All-Star game voting, including the entire infield. Let's keep it going. Vote early, vote often, vote now at Cubs.com/vote. You can vote up to 5 times a day, up to 35 times total. Two walks in the inning. And Ross will bat with runners at first and third.
Yeah, and Zobrist with that steal of third gets there with just a 1 out in the inning. Big chance here for David Ross with Lackey on deck.
A bunt, and it's foul.
It's the default play here for not just the Cubs, but many teams around baseball. First and third, 1 out. A little safety squeeze, especially as you work your way down towards the bottom of the order.
Hit center field, David Ross. Zobrist scores. 3-1 Cubs.
David's done a lot of good work against left-handed pitching this year. Up over 300 in terms of the batting average against southpaws. Good solid single right back through the middle.
Pitching coach Mike Maddox out to the mound. John Lackey will talk it over with Gary Jones. As Ross and Brandon Hyde chat at first. Tell him.
Said, let's go ahead and bunt here. Stay out of the double play. Let's get a bunt down. Give Fowler a chance. He's already got 2 knocks. He owns this guy.
He said all that?
Yep. The first part was when he tapped his wrist. That was the first sentence.
Called strike. Are you good at remembering the signs? Is that one of your strengths as a hitter?
Yeah, I don't recall having a problem with the signs, but typically it was pretty cut and dried. Yeah, as you're leaving the hey, make sure you get him over. There wasn't a whole lot of. It's basically you're bunting in sacrifice situations until we tell you otherwise, and then. They're overly aggressive pitching in the corners. You have the freedom to do a little slug bunt, pull the bat back and try to slash it through. Until that didn't work a couple times, then say, you know what, let's just go ahead and bunt here.
It's not showing bunt. Takes strike 2.
Yeah, and as we know, Joe, he doesn't like to sacrifice bunt at all, even with his pitchers. It's like the last option for him. A lot of times he won't put it on until there are 2 strikes.
Lackey strikes out. Let's take a gander at the Ford upcoming schedule for the Cubs. One more here late in the afternoon tomorrow. Off day Thursday back home to welcome in the Pirates. That'll be a very PC series. Day game Friday, night game Saturday, night game Sunday.
Pirates are scuffling a little bit these days. They've dropped 5 in a row. Fallen 3 games behind the Cardinals. Heck, they're just 2.5 games better than the Brewers.
Pirates are in New York tonight. Jamison Tyone, brought back from the minor leagues, is starting for the Pirates.
Let's take a look at the NL Central standings, brought to you by the Bob Licorcio Auto Group. So the Cubs comfortably in front, 8.5 better than the Cardinals, who are playing their best baseball of the season. And as we mentioned, the Pirates are scuffling. The Brewers hanging in there, and the Reds have been scoring a lot of runs lately, but they're well off the pace.
Harper and Wright will retire Fowler. Cubs get that run right back. Courtesy David Ross, 3-1.
Honda knows that efficiency has its advantages. That's why the Honda CR-V can help you get places using less fuel. Gives you a better view of your surroundings. And helps you stay in touch while you're on the road. The CR-V, from KBB.com's best value brand. Nothing compares to a Honda. Visit your Quad Cities Honda dealer and test drive a Honda today.
Are you the keymaster?
No.
Are you the gatekeeper?
Sorry.
Are you the keymaster?
No. I'm a Ghostbusters fan.
Play the Iowa Lottery's Ghostbusters scratch game and you could capture a top prize of $50,000. If you don't win, play it again for a chance to win cash and merchandise. Play Ghostbusters today.
Woohoo! You're gonna call.
Why I would come to Iowa would be those resources that allow for exploration.
It's a place really unlike any other, and I can't imagine myself anywhere else.
Working with the kids, I knew that this is exactly what I'm supposed to do.
I also really wanted to build and create.
I was able to do it because of the start that I got at the university.
It is a haven of creative people.
I really look forward to building off of what I've started here at the University of Iowa.
Do not get distracted by anything you see along the way.
What are we going to see?
Everything.
There's more between us.
It is now. Pretty messed up. This is ground zero for pretty messed up.
After the Cubs game, tonight at 9 on the Quad Cities CW.
Tonight's fifth inning is brought to you by Fifth Third Bank, the Curious Bank.
Time now for the Dunkin' Donuts Fun Cam. They have a president's race here that they do every night. It's very exciting.
He's off to the races.
Abe Lincoln. Without the hat.
And the rider of the Gettysburg Address, I think, is going to take the win. The winner's going to be...
So it's Lincoln, Washington, Jefferson, Teddy Roosevelt, and Taft. Is it Taft that makes occasional? Hoover. Oh, Hoover.
Ryan Zimmerman. By the way, it's the fourth inning. The fifth inning is coming up next. Not to confuse you.
Yeah, I'm with you, John. Lackey visibly upset, throwing the hands out, barking at Dale Scott, and Dale's not going to give him any peace. He's just going to put the fingers up. He's saying that's down the middle.
That foul back of the plate.
I agree with John, but I give credit for Dale Scott for not reacting to John on the mound. Most umpires not going to put up with a pitcher standing on the mound holding his hands out to his side saying, you know, it's one thing to kind of look in, do a double take, but when you're that demonstrative, most umpires are going to jump on you. I'm guessing Dale knows he missed the call, and that's why he did not react. Still steaming, but getting over it. He doesn't let it affect the quality of his pitches. It lingers. It's there in his mind. It bothers him, but he still makes good pitches.
Full count. Strike three.
Good execution there. Took a shot away, didn't get it, came back to the inside part of the play, clipped the inside corner. Zimmerman didn't like it, but it looked like a good pitch. Well, his pitching staff has got Ryan Zimmerman twisted up in knots.
Strike called on Rendon. Just outside. Two and two. Rendon recently turned 26 from Houston. Went to Rice University. Lifts it foul off to the right on a play. Debuted in 2013. It into deep center. Fowler tracking and catching. Watch your source for everything Chicago. ABC 7 Eyewitness News weeknights at 10 with Kathy Brock, Alan Krzyzewski, Cheryl Burton, Jerry Taft, and Marcian Greco. Two outs. Here's Espinosa. Bunt single to lead off the third and later scored on the Worth sac fly. Fly ball center field again. This is Fowler. And the Nationals done in the fourth. The fifth inning is next. 3-1 Cubs.
At Entertainment Expressions, we'll help you customize your home audio and video so it's a perfect fit for you and your family. You'll go from just watching TV to feeling like you're a part of it. With a Dolby Atmos and DTSX surround sound system from Entertainment Expressions. These new audio formats sound so lifelike, you'll feel like you're in the movie.
Entertainment Expressions, great services, our obsession. From your favorite electronics mid-box store.
We are your home theater
and commercial audio video experts.
For us, keeping our marriage first and foremost in our lives is really important. Being able to get away to Sybaris and just be with each other and get away from family and friends and kids, because I'm a stay-at-home mom. The atmosphere that they had set, there was roses on the bed and Cody had bought me strawberries. We just noticed that our lives are in more balance whenever we can get away with one another.
Discover special offers at Sybaris.com.
If there's one thing the human foot has always been good at, it's unleashing great power. Introducing the 255 horsepower Lexus IS 300 all-wheel drive V6 with 25% more base horsepower. The IS performance line has never been more powerful. Lease the 2016 IS 300 all-wheel drive for $349 a month for 36 months. See your Lexus dealer.
Humankind only has 8 months and 12 days left on Earth.
Excuse me?
What would you do if you only had 8 months left to live?
He's nuts, right?
Totally nuts. No Tomorrow. Coming this fall to the CW.
Here we go. Family Guy. Weeknights at 6 and 10 on the Quad Cities CW.
Give Dad what he really wants this Father's Day. Barbecue from Famous Dave's.
Hey, it's the fifth inning, and it is brought to you by Fifth Third Bank, the Curious Bank. And yes, we were curious, and we are in the fifth.
The Mercedes-Benz drive of the game, it happened way back in the third inning. And after a single by Lackey, a double by Fowler, Jason Hayward drives in two. Close at home, but Fowler beat it. Big knock, big two-out knock for Jason Hayward.
Hayward pops it foul into the seats behind the visitors' dugout.
So Gio Gonzalez, still a breakdown on him. First time through the batting order, he yields a 182 batting average. Second time, 242.
Just up the middle, Espinosa's got it.
Third time through, opposing batters are hitting 364 against him.
Got off to a great start, and it has been a tough go. His last 4 outings, all losses.
Ray Romano lookalike. Yeah. Run support a bit of an issue last time in Chicago against the Sox. He got beat 3-1. He struck out 10, his first 10 strikeout game of the year.
Bryant bounces foul.
But the previous 3 starts, not good at all. 6 innings, 5 runs, 4 2/3, 6 runs. And the one before that, 5 innings, 10 hits, 7 runs against the Metropolitan. So, yeah, he'd been in a real bad stretch.
Swing and a miss as he gave him a let up there at 83. Kick the 0-2. It's too low. The changeup. Rizzo on deck. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 6 for Gonzalez. Take home a game used or autographed item and help benefit Cubs charities. Cubs Authentics is your premier outlet for all MLB authenticated Cubs memorabilia. Cubs will donate net proceeds from the sale of Cubs Authentics items to Cubs charities. Visit Cubs.com/authentics today. Him now. Struck out 22 times in the first 2 games. Really game and a half.
Well, they deal with Steven Strasburg tomorrow, and he's obviously capable of throwing up a lot of Ks.
He's had a tough time here. He struck out looking in the second, swinging in the third, and he's down 1-2 here in the fifth. Chokes up a little bit on the bat, crowds the plate, and waits, and drills one to center. Diving catch, Revere, to end the inning. Cubs go in order and lead 3-1 in the fifth.
Hi, this is Travis Shervin, General Manager of Jeff's Car Corner, reminding you to look for our logo. Jeff's Car Corner is your 6-time QC Times Reader's Choice Award winner for Best Used Car Dealership. We don't have 1,600 cars. We don't have half-off cars. What we do have is the right car for you at the right price. Low overhead, great prices, and award-winning service makes Jeff's Car Corner the perfect choice for your next vehicle. Same owner, same corner for nearly 40 years. Jeff's Car Corner at the corner of 4th and Division in Davenport.
It's a Slice of Summer giveaway at Casey's General Stores. Visit Casey's for Slice of Summer savings like Pepsi and Mountain Dew 20-ounce bottles. Buy one and get one for only $1. And large meat from scratch Supreme pizzas for only $13.99. Plus, pick up your Slice of Summer code at the store and enter online to win one of hundreds of prizes and thousands of pizza slices all summer long. It's all happening now at Casey's General Stores. Casey's, famous for pizza.
Best brew in the Quad Cities is at Blue Cat Brew Pub. Enjoy award-winning brews like the Finnegan's Irish Stout with fantastic meals. Have you been there today?
Honda knows that efficiency has its advantages. That's why the Honda CR-V can help you get places using less fuel. Gives you a better view of your surroundings. And helps you stay in touch while you're on the road. The CR-V, from KBB.com's best value brand. Nothing compares to a Honda. Visit your Quad Cities Honda dealer and test drive a Honda today.
Trying to even up the series and set up a rubber game. 1-2 of 3 in Philly. Did the same in Atlanta. Trying to repeat here in Washington. Cubs have won 6 consecutive series, 15 out of 20 so far. It's a Lobaton. It's a line shot foul. 8-9-1 now for the Nationals. Couldn't get the low strike called. 1-1. 2 hits so far for the Nats. Bunt single Espinoza and then a single by Revere, both in the third. Located fastball, 1-2. Line and a base hit. Blocked there by Hayward. That ball was hit really hard.
Curveball stays up. That allows Lobaton to get to it. Stumble there from Hayward as he went to field it. So sacrifice opportunity for Gonzalez here.
There's the bunt by Gonzalez. The throw will go to second. Relay in time. Double play.
Well, among the many things the Cubs do well defensively is that right there. They're very difficult defending bunt plays. Very aggressive on the corners, very athletic, and they're willing to take chances. Look how close Baez is. Rizzo, you know about his play there at first base. You hear David Ross screaming 2. So he calls the play, and then they execute, and, well, the Nationals challenge.
Wouldn't be a bad challenge considering the time of the game here in the 5th inning. Even if Dusty loses his challenge, once we get past the 6th, you can still ask a crew chief to review something.
Right. So if I'm Dusty's video guy, I said, let's go, I don't even take a whole lot of time with multiple looks. I take one look. You know what? That's bang bang. It could go either way. Let's go ahead and challenge it, Skip.
You might be able to make a case that managers don't get it wrong enough. That they need to maybe challenge more often.
Right.
And it's like timeouts, not leave those challenges on the table. And I guess he is going to ask for the review. And I think that's the right play, even if they don't get it reversed.
Yeah, and I think think there has to, not that Dusty took a whole lot of time there, and, the manager's going to take as much time as he's allowed to take, but that might be the next step with this whole replay thing, creating some kind of a time frame where the manager has to make a quicker decision whether to challenge or not.
Manager's Challenge is brought to you by Subaru Love. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Yeah, real tough. I mean, it looked to me like he probably beat it, but I don't know that there's enough to overturn.
Right. Yeah, I think if I had to guess safe or out, I'd say safe. That is not the way they call it here. You have to see safe for sure as they look at it in New York.
Stands.
Joe thinks
Joe's
the call
stands. Yeah, he's weighing in.
Dusty's 2 for 2.
That means Bob Davidson's 0 for 2.
Right.
Joe said, man, you just assumed I wasn't fast enough to beat that play.
Ball misses on Revere.
Good breaking ball.
Got that one. Second try worked.
About Lackey, he's got 4 quality pitches, tremendous fastball command, slider or cutter, whatever you want to call it, and the curveball, both quality pitches, and he's got a good changeup too. He doesn't use his changeup a whole bunch.
Two strikes. A rainbow to center, and it's Fowler underneath. 2 gone. They bring up Worth. Sack fly in the 3rd, put the Nationals on the board. From earlier today in Toronto, the Blue Jays pounded the Phillies 11-3. Josh Donaldson hit a grand slam, knocked in 5. Edwin Encarnacion hit a 2-run homer. Obviously, we don't see the Blue Jays that much these days, but it seems like often we're mentioning a Bautista, Encarnacion, or Donaldson, or a combination of the 3 hitting a home run.
Yeah, I think Encarnacion's hit one in 4 consecutive games, something like that. On the Orioles, they just flat out mashing the ball. They've hit 31 home runs this month already.
Swing and a miss.
Record for a single month by a team is 58. Throwing a lot of high fastballs to Worth tonight.
Keep an eye on Jamison Tyone. He has no hit the Mets through 5. Pittsburgh putting a couple on the board in the 6th, leading 2-zip. Jung Ho Kang with a 2-run homer. Number 9 for him.
Tyone's from the Woodlands, Texas, where all the kids are above average.
At least the ones with the last name Deshays. 1-2 to Worth. Here it is. Blown outside.
Worth, strikeout victim first time, hit a high fastball for a sac fly to right to drive in the Nationals' run back in the third. Let's see if they go back upstairs with the heater here. Lackey's strikeout rate, as I mentioned earlier, way above what he has done in the past. Coming into this start, he had struck out a little over 27% of the batters he had faced, 8th best in the league. And 9 percentage points better than his career mark.
Inside on Worth. Kind of pitch might give Worth bad flashbacks. He's had multiple broken wrists in his career on hit by pitches. I mean, he only has 2 wrists, but I'm saying
multiple breaks.
Multiple breaks of wrists. And he takes ball 4. He has walked 3 times in the series. Not an ideal walk ahead of Harper and Murphy. Here comes Harper.
He worked a walk last time. Change up to get started. Harper has been getting on base, hitting for average lately, taking his walks. He has not been hitting for power of late.
Slight tap of the bat on that back shoulder, hands high as he gets ready to hit. It's 1-1. His last half dozen starts came in having allowed just 6 earned runs in 6 starts for a 1.30 ERA. He, Colon, and Sabathia. Only 3 pitchers currently active with over 2,500 innings pitched. Fouled off. 2-2. World Series champ as a rookie with the Angels in 2002. Again with the Red Sox 11 years later. See where he ranks. Just behind Bumgarner and Kershaw since the start of May. Bumgarner's last 8 starts is 5-0 with an 0.96.
And you recall in spring training there were a lot of concerns about Bumgarner.
Well, he looked
getting hit around, and yeah, people were like, is he hurt? Ball's not coming out of his hand.
I think the answer is it was spring training. He did not look very good against the Cubs when we saw him in late March, but it didn't matter. Three and 2. Murphy lurking on deck. Major League batting leader going into action tonight at 367.
Murphy's 0 for 2 tonight, but he's hit the ball sharply both times.
Runners go, and the pitch is fouled. Jason Worth might yell at Gio Gonzalez, "Hey, Gio, you got to go a little faster." Worth was halfway to second before Gonzalez even took off.
Worth represents a tying run. Let's make sure he can score on a two-base hit here.
Ground ball. Rizzo's got it. And that will end the inning. After 5, Cubs 3, Nationals 1.
Just a game.
I don't think so. We've got what you want when you want it. All the hottest stuff, the latest video games with a place to go. Cause you know we've got it, so come on in, let's get ready to play.
We carry video games, systems, Blu-ray movies, and now buy, sell, and trade smartphones, tablets, smartwatches, and iPods. Right now, get a 25% trade-in bonus on your retro video games, systems, and accessories like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and more.
Video games, etc.
Just a game.
I don't think so.
There is only one person who can save Metropolis, and that person is you. Join the Justice League. Battle the villains. Save the city. The new Justice League Battle for Metropolis 4D thrill ride. Now open at Six Flags. Be a superhero and save up to $20 on daily admission with promo code COKE at SixFlags.com. Go big. Go Six Flags Great America.
Listen up. This is the time, this is the place. And this is Ford F-150, the truck that goes toe-to-toe with your life. Made of high-strength, military-grade aluminum alloy that pulled the highest safety rating the government can give. And with Pro Trailer backup assist, it's like having your head on a swivel, pal. So load up your crew. This is the time.
Now, for a limited time, get an F-150 with 0% financing for 60 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Hey, what are you doing at home? Gather your friends and head to the Circle Tap on West Locust Street. See the game and enjoy a wonderful meal, famous for our ribs from a quarter to a full rack with fries served alongside, delicious burger baskets, chicken and bacon ranch wraps, as well as cold drinks and spirits, all at great prices. Plus, enjoy the Circle's great outdoor patio area with a cool and shaded bar. There's live music often featured. So head on over to the Circle Tap, West Locust Street, Davenport.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC 7 is being brought to you by Southwest. Transparency, low fares, nothing to hide. By Ford, inviting you to visit your local Ford store or localfordstores.com. By Insure on the Spot. Get your free 2-minute quote today at insureonthespot.com. By Volkswagen. And by Jimmy John's. Order Jimmy John's sandwich delivery today. Jimmy John's Freaky Fresh, Freaky Fast. Here's Ben Zobrist. Cubs lead 3-1.
Good time for an ambush right here. Something with a hook.
Two back-to-back curveballs. Zobrist walked to start the 4th. Stole a base, scored on the Ross RBI hit, but he strikes out here. Begin the 6th.
Cub fans, if you miss any of today's action, ABC 7 will be rebroadcasting each one of their Cub matchups on the Live Well Network. Today's encore of Cubs versus Nationals will be aired in its entirety beginning at 11 p.m. on ABC 7's digital channel 7.2 and the following cable channel positions.
Baez tried that ambush you mentioned, and he did get a fastball, but he came up empty.
Chin high. As opposed to Chin Ho, who is Steve McGarrett's right-hand man, or one of them. Back on Hawaii 5-0.
would ask you the same question I asked you about Adam's family, but
no, I haven't seen it in a long time. But there was a few years back, right? There was a new Hawaii 5-0.
There was, yeah.
Going in with some heat. Didn't get it in. Real good work against Zobrist. A couple of curveballs and a changeup down and away.
There's a foul ball. Jameson Taillon now through 6, no hitting the Mets.
Second major league start.
The limit 3-2 as Gonzalez nears 100 pitches. Estes Club has won 4 in a row. Going into tonight as Baez strikes out. 8th strikeout for Gonzalez. Let's check out tomorrow afternoon starting pitchers, brought to you by Subaru. That is a 3 o'clock start on WGN. Jason Hamill looks for his 8th win. Steven Strasburg, a perfect 10-0. The Cubs missed him the last time around at Wrigley Field.
Jason Hamill 9-0 in his career against the Washington Nationals. That's the most wins for any pitcher without a loss. Currently active in Major League Baseball.
Fouled out of play by Russell. Got his attention. 2-2.
And a lot of those fastballs up by Gonzalez are by design. He works with that elevated fastball.
And he strikes out the side. Cubs lead 3-1 in the 6th.
At Entertainment Expressions, we're hardcore audio experts. We sell nothing but the best.
Audio you can't live without. Clips, Martin Logan, Onkyo, Marantz, and now Paradigm. You have to come in and hear them for yourself.
And there's more. Anthem amplifiers and whole house audio systems, including outdoor speakers for your deck or patio.
Residential, commercial, and home theater. All from the most experienced electronic staff in the Quad Cities.
Great service is our obsession.
At Entertainment Expressions, we are your home theater
and audio experts.
When your home needs new roofing and siding, it can be hard to find someone you trust. I know someone I trust, my dad.
At Old Town Roofing, we'll treat you just like family too, with personal service, the best warranties, and estimates in just 48 hours. Old Town Roofing is an IKO Shield Pro Plus contractor, offering premium shingles at an affordable price. We also specialize in James Hardy siding for beauty and durability.
Become a part of the Old Town family.
At Old Town Roofing, our service is over the top.
We started with the class-leading RX. We gave it paddle shifters to help you command the road. A sport mode to help you control the road. And a sport-tuned suspension to help you connect with the road. The Lexus RX F Sport. This is the RX Elevated. Lease the 2016 RX 350 for $419 a month for 36 months. See your Lexus dealer.
What are you doing up? Mom said I can have a midnight snack. Well, I say it's late and you need to go to bed. Why? Because I am the boss. You're not the boss. Mom's the boss. Well, technically we are co-bosses. Technically, Mom's the boss.
Shh. You'll play.
Let's check out tonight's Comcast Business of Baseball. Yu Darvish, 3 starts since coming back from Tommy John surgery. He's got some shoulder issues. He goes back to the DL. We mentioned Garrett Cole put on the DL earlier today. Triceps tightness. Will Myers having a hot month of June for the last place San Diego Padres. John Lackey with a 3-1 lead. Zach Greinke beat his old team last night. He's now won 6 consecutive starts. Miami's in San Diego later tonight. Ichiro is 1 hit away from tying Pete Rose in hits, although Ichiro has split his career between Japan and the States. 1,278 hits in Japan, 2,977 in the majors. Murphy rolls to Zobrist. So Pete with 42.56, and Rose was asked about it, was not particularly nice about it. He said basically what are they going to do, count his high school hits at some point?
Yeah, I don't think anybody was trying to make the point that Ichiro is, is now the hit king in Major League Baseball, but you have to respect what he did. I mean, we talked on the way over here today, and you made a great point. You said, Pete's lucky that Ichiro didn't come to the States when he's 22 because he might be the all-time hit king.
Right. He was in his late 20s when he got here. And I think it was his first 10 seasons, right? In the big leagues, he had at least 200 hits. Yeah, and I think that's the key point here. It's not like, and I'd have to go back and look. Did he hit for a higher average in Japan than he did when he got here the first decade?
I don't know.
I can't imagine he did.
But honestly,
you know what I'm saying? If he had done all this work in Japan and then was just okay.
Right.
He's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
That's where it's impressive. John will step off. 1-2 on Zimmerman.
Ichiro's first year in the States, 2001 at the age of 27, he had 242 hits to lead the league. So he was an accomplished hitter and would have done a lot of damage.
Yeah, he's the best Japanese star to come over here and excel in the big leagues. I love that he's still playing. And hitting .350. We will see him soon when the Cubs play at Miami. Tapped foul by Zimmerman.
He was a .353 hitter in Japan, covering 9 seasons.
Pretty good.
Shorter seasons over there. The most games he played in any single season, 135.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs. Zimmerman's had a tough night. 3 at bats, 3 strikeouts.
you remember Zimmerman, the guy in Chicago in that 4-game set when the Cubs were walking Bryce Harper all the time. Zimmerman was the guy on deck who had numerous opportunities to make the Cubs pay, but did not. And he has struggled in this series. So there's been all this talk about, well, I wonder if the Cubs are in Harper's head. And I wonder if they're not so much in Harper's head, but in Zimmerman's head.
Curve strike. No more no-hitter. Curtis Granderson breaks it up in the 7th for the Mets against Jameson Taillon. Lackey picks up his 7th strikeout, leads 3-1 after 6 from Washington.
The Summer of Fun is going on right now at Kimberly Car City in Davenport. Drive anywhere in a Jeep Wrangler for just $349 a month with 30 in stock. During the Drive and Discover event, Town & Country and Grand Caravan are discounted $7,000. Put your trailer in tow with this Ram 1500, only $319 a month with 0 down. Or take the family on vacation in the all-new Chrysler Pacifica with 0% financing. Join the Summer of Fun at Kimberly Car City in Davenport.
You're the guy,
They say an old-fashioned is served in a 10-ounce glass with a maraschino cherry and an orange slice. Actually, it's served in a room with a brick fireplace and a deer head mounted on the wall by a waitress named Diane. This is a Wisconsin supper club. When you're having fun, we're having fun.
Hi, this is Travis Sherman, General Manager of Jeff's Car Corner, reminding you to look for our logo. Jeff's Car Corner is your 6-time QC Times Reader's Choice Award winner for Best Used Car Dealership. We don't have 1,600 cars. We don't have half-off cars. What we do have is the right car for you at the right price. Low overhead, great prices, and award-winning service makes Jeff's Car Corner the perfect choice for your next vehicle. Same owner, same corner for nearly 40 years. Jeff's Car Corner at the corner of 4th and Division in Davenport.
Hi, how can I help you?
Hi, we're on the adventure of a lifetime, and we need something that can keep up.
Well, the RAV4 is tech-savvy, has an NHTSA 5-star overall safety rating, and plenty of cargo space for your gear so you'll be ready for anything. Now, what kind of adventure are we talking about?
You're looking at him.
Aw, double trouble.
Lisa, new 2016